I accidentally printed one of these files out from my Etsy shop for some unknown reason, so I will utilise them. I'm going to keep that as is, actually. It doesn't look very straight though. Let's check that. Strange. It looks like it's going up there. Anyway, I'll check that later. So that was 2 I salvaged that way. And I thought this one, you know, I can put a band across here because it's a nice tall skinny tag. And I'll make some tags out of those. And then these ones, I'll just cut these out because I'm not going to waste it. We can utilise this. Just bring them down smaller. Okay, that's what I salvaged out of that page. I'm going to keep those, like I say, I'm going to keep those like that because I think some lace along here will be okay. And there'll be a tall, skinny tag. So they're fine. And then these was all the other bits that I salvaged. I'm not going to bother tea staining them because they might be sewn onto something. So just put those in my bit box. Okay, these are definitely going to be large tags or something. So I'll leave them for now, but put them in my box ready, because I think that will work quite nicely. Okay, let's have a look at the book now. I think I can take all these out. So I think we're going to call it a day now. For today, anyway. And then I'll carry on tomorrow. Oh yeah, I was going to do that one, wasn't I? So I'm going to... Do I want 2 pockets? Or do I want 1 pocket? Let's have a look. So I'm definitely gonna. Oh, it's slightly bigger, that one. So I mean, something like that could be quite nice. So you've got different angles going up. I would like that open there, so I think I'm going to do that. You can see I'm angling that at the page a little bit higher, I think would be nice, and then the tag can poke out the top. And I think I would still like that to be left open under here, so it's a matter of gluing that round there. Got quite a bit of stitching on that page, so we don't need it. They look like seed packets now, don't they? Right, let's work out where we need to glue this down then. Okay, so that one's must be down here. Okay, so I want to leave that open. So what I'm going to do is glue that bit down there. Some trim along there. That made me laugh. It's like one of those things that go everywhere, that follow you, that stick to your hands. Oh dear. Okay, bit of acetate until it's all dry. Okay, that's now come down the bottom, which is really nice. So I'll most probably do, well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we do 4 the same, all right, along there, and we'll do 1 sort of, you know, dotted around. We need 1, it can't be 1 in each signature because there's 5 signatures, but in theory, if it was 4 signatures, it would have worked. But it won't. Right, okay. Right, a bit behind this morning, but I was playing around with my printer, so I've got a good excuse. I printed on some fabric, and it's like just a linen fabric, really. It's quite fine, but it's a lovely bit of fabric that I found at a car boot, and the print is absolutely brilliant. You see that? They printed out gorgeously. So even the little butterflies are really lovely. So I actually used to print out, I mean, I've got one stuck here. I'll show you the rest in a minute, but I actually used this stick and stay for fabric. Okay, it says no sew permanent spray adhesive for fabric, but it peels off nicely. I thought I was going to have trouble peeling it off, but it's stuck on there, look, and that's it. I've done a spare one here because I thought I was going to try and put it through the typewriter for just to see what happens, basically. And so I've sort of got one ready to do that, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just put it through my printer and print something on it. But so that's what I do. I just cut it to size, stick it to the fabric, and then cut it around the A4 sheet. So that's that. I printed out these ones. They were full size. There. It's just beautiful. It's like an off-white. It's quite a sort of vintage looking fabric, so it's not white. And I thought we'd make, you know, do something with those through the book. And that was when I printed 2 to a page, that one there, so they come out a bit smaller, which I wonder what they do come out at, out of interest, the size. Or nearly 2.5 by 3.5, so almost ATC size. Yeah, so that's those. Then what did I do? And then I printed on some, oh yeah, I left that one stuck on because again, after I finished the fabric, sorry, it's back to front, I used the sheet to print on. So I thought, oh gosh, I'm never going to pull that off, but it really lays down lovely on it, and it peeled off again. You're careful, you know, careful on the edges, but it peeled off lovely. So I was printing on some tissue paper, as I said, because I didn't have any napkins as such with sunflowers on. So I thought I'd do that. I've done a couple of those. So that's that one. And now they're stuck together, but they're not really, they're just... And then, I mean, I can put this on my website if you want those flowers, because I just took them out of the flowers that were, because I save the files in layers. I can go along and just take what I want. So that was those, and then I'll put them on the website, and then that's just a page of the butterflies. So, and I was going to print some of them on card too, because I think they're really nice. They're a lovely butterfly, and they go perfectly with the kit. So that's that. That's what I've done this morning. So now it's just a matter of doing the video on what we're doing next. I think the thing I was doing that was leaving that to dry, that's dry, so I'll show you that. I just need to put these away so they're kept nice and flat. And I'll put them away for now. That'll protect those on tissue paper. I'm really pleased with those. The colours, really beautiful. There we go. And I'll keep them all together to keep that protected. Okay, right, let's go and get the journal and have a look. Right, here is the ones I'd done yesterday that I said I was going to leave to dry, and they're going to go, that one's going to be stuck in here, and that little butterfly, I'm not sure whether to actually stick it in or just paper clip it in. No, actually I think I'll stick that one in. Yep, so we'll go ahead and do that. Cool, I was called away again this morning. I was doing a video this morning and going away nicely, which was the ones previous to this, and I get called away. I had to go and pick up my son and take my daughter to churro. So that was that. So now it's nearly dark. But I thought, no, I want to do a little bit more to this while I can. So, which I am. What else happened? Nothing really. It's just the time we went and got milk and different things that we'd run out of as well. So I had to do that. So I was like gone about 4 hours. Just popping out, of course, but yeah, 4 hours later. There we go. Oh, I've decided to open a group as well, because I do get a lot of questions, and I thought it'd be nice to just open a little group, and so that you can all, you know, if you want to join. If not, that's fine with me, you know. But this is I just thought it'd keep you all together. So if you want to ask questions about the kits, or what you want to see as a future video, things like that, or something that's not quite explained enough for you, it's a place where I can go to view that. All right, because I find that some of you messaged me on I had an Artie Made page, and you were messaging me on those, and I was missing that. I've been missing ones on YouTube because, you know, I get so many comments and everything, and I do go on there every night to check, but some were being missed. And it's just nice if you know, if I'm more active on the group called Artie Mays and Friends. That's all. Quite simple. Keep it simple. And then, you know, I've most probably got half a dozen members. Literally done it today. I made the decision today, and I thought it's no good. I'm darting everywhere answering questions. So it would be nice if you were all together. And also, you know, I'll do the freebies the same as I do on the other group as well. And, you know, different things going on. And it would just be a nice place to also see what you're making from the kits, because I find I do miss a lot on Junk Journal Junkies and everything, because there's no way I've got time to go through everything, and I would love to see everything, but I just haven't got the time, you know. So I tend to do it when I'm sort of going to bed or in bed, and then I fall asleep, and, you know, and then loads more comments and loads more videos have been put up, and I just miss them. So it would be nice if, you know, we could stick together a little bit, so I could see what was going on and not miss you. Okay, this is, I thought in this middle of this signature I would add these pockets. I didn't sew them in this one, so I just cut them in half. And yes, they are longer than they should be, but that is purposely done like that because I never know exactly what size your journal is going to be. So I do leave them extra longer so you can cut them off, okay? But I just thought that would look nice here for a centre spread, and then some tags coming out there. So it's a little tiny bit thin, so what I'm going to do is actually fold over, just so we got a little bit of strength at the top there, with maybe a bit of lace. But you might have to just, you know, well, we're going to cut that off anyway, but I'm just going to make a little lip there, and the same on this one. Like that. Okay, let's measure the page. Don't want it right up to the spine there, so that's about right there. And the same on this one. Just come a little way from the centre, and then mark it, and then cut inside the line, and you won't see it. Jingling in your ear there. thinking it's Christmas. I'm sorry to mention the word. I'm sure you all don't mind though. I mean, when you're sort of doing journals and stuff for Christmas, I would have thought you must probably have to start soon. Especially if you're making them as Christmas presents. Oh, so I also chose the winner last night, didn't I, on the giveaway, which was lovely. It was so exciting. I might not have sounded very excited because what it was is because I was trying to hold the video because I was doing it upstairs and not down here, and I was like, oh, it was shaking, but I was really excited for who won, and it was just so lovely, and all your comments, oh my gosh, are so appreciated. It was so lovely. It's quite humbling, really. Was that the right way? Was it that way? Yes. Yep. So let's stick those in. Again. Along the outside. And the bottom. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to do... No, I'm not. I'm going to leave that like that. Because sometimes it makes the pockets a little tight, I find. And it's good that you've got a bit of release there. So oh, it's getting dark. I don't think I've ever been in here in the dark. Oh, except in the winter. It gets dark at 3 o'clock. But then I was picking my daughter up then, so I was tended to leave, you know, about 2:30 to pick her up for 3, so that she gets the bus now. And she wouldn't go on public transport for a while, but she does now. Okay, and then there you have a nice pocket, centre pocket. I won't leave anything in yet, but you know, we can put something tall. These are going to be decorated. So there we go, something like that. There. This last pocket, because we said we was going to put a pocket on the inside of each signature. So this one is going to be one of my ones that I've been doing recently, which I've been loving, the window ones. So I'm going to make that into, a double pocket, but first of all I need to distress it a bit more. So again, tea stain for this one because it's quite a light envelope. Don't need to worry about the back. Might do a bit of stamping on this one. I've actually got a sunflower stamp somewhere. To try and find it. Right, let's see if we can find. Well, actually, I'm going to just darken the edges a little bit, just to. Right. It's quite wet, this one, so. Oh, this one was a bit wide, so I've cut it down. Okay, and I thought we'd cover it and everything first before I sewed it up. All right, so we need to cover the back as well. And we need to clean that up, don't we? Okay. Right, I'll go and find that stamp a minute. Right, here's the stamp in question. Of course, it hasn't got anything on the back, so we need to use a bit of prick stick for that to keep it in place. God knows where I got this from. I mean, I've had it years and years, maybe 20. All right, so I'm just got to line that up a minute. Okay. Right, I'm going to start on a spare piece of card first, because like I say, it's a long time since I've used that. So I'll just get a spare bit of card. Okay, now it's going to release that, isn't it? And then it does that because it's sort of the opposite way around to a stamp, I think. Right, let's have a bit of sepia and try it with that. I think because of the flat surface as well, you have to do a bit of that. I have no idea how whether it'll work all right. To give this one a good press actually, because it's quite a big area. Okay, well that's what it looks like. So is that going to be all right on there? If anything, I think it's the wrong sort of colour. That was sepia, which, let me write that down, and I know be a good way of checking out my colour, my tones. There, actually. Right, let's do the back with, what have we got? We've got leaf green, and potting soil and coffee. So if we do all those and write them down, I've got a bit of a visual thing for when I need the colours, because that's quite a lot of area. But I'm going to clean this off though, because it will be contaminated with that colour. Okay. Let's do leaf green, yeah. And I moved it. Never mind. Let's see the colour. Oh, that's quite nice, actually. I quite like that. Okay, I'm still going to do the others though, because I need to see what colour they are. So we've got two coffee and potting soil. That is leaf green, isn't it? That's definitely a better tone anyway. That was coffee. And then the last one is potting soil. And that's not a bad tone either. So those two are actually pretty good tones together. The lighter and darker one, yeah. And those are quite good together. Those are quite good. That one's quite warm. Yeah. Okay, right, which one was that? That was potting soil. I'll keep these for reference. They're nice and big. Okay, and we just make a little template. I've no idea where my other one went, so just make another one again. how I do it anyway. And then come up to there, cut the excess off. Okay, get there in the end, Andrea. And what did we say? Coffee. Okay, and then we're going to have a pocket there anyway, so that's about right. And what we could do, I actually really like that, because it's not gone too dark. Let's have a look what it looks like in the journal, which was there. It's going to be stuck in there, and then we're going to have a pocket here as well, and then that's going to be covered over. Yeah, no, I like that. That's nice. Let's clean this now and put it away. Okay, I found a piece of paper to go on the inside. So you've most probably seen a tutorial on this anyway, because I've done them in my other journals. So what I'm going to do here is going to add a piece of card on here before I stitch it, because I want to add some of this yellow, because that's quite yellowy, this page here, and I think that goes quite nicely. So this is going to be stuck to a piece of card. Well, not stuck, I'm going to sew it. So I'll just measure that a minute. Well, I wouldn't use anything too thick. Very thin card. I've actually just had a bit of a clear out, so I'll get paper here. It might be fine. Actually, I quite like that bit of paper, so I can't. That's funny when that happens to me. I like that bit of paper. Keep it. Can't use that. That's better. Oh dear. See how I amuse myself, can't you? Yeah, I certainly do. Okay. So it's thin paper, so I've doubled it over, and then we're going to have material over it. So I would say it's a little tad too high, but that's okay. About there, I think. Yep, that's about right there. So let's mark that off. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to have the bit of material over it as well, which I think I'm going to go out there. Actually, it's quite a straight edge, so I shall cut that off to there for a minute, and then once it's sewn on, I'll cut it the right length. Okay, stick the sides down of that. Must remember to put that in first too before we sew it up. Right, we need to use a little bit of glue. Stick that down first before we sew it. Actually, no, I'm going to stick this in first before I forget. Quite like that edge there, it's quite neat, isn't it? I'll go and sew that. And leave that opening at the top as well. Okay. Okay, here we are. So I'm going to shape up that envelope again like I did with the little paper bag. So I press these two corners together. Okay, and then I go from here just slightly lower to the middle. Yeah. Like that. Okay. And then we've got that there, which I think looks quite nice. I have to tea stain the back though, which if I thought about that first, I would have done it first. But again, like me, I forget. If you're anything like me, rather. So. There we go. Who would have known I didn't do it first? Didn't think about it. Okay. And then definitely more embellishment on that, but until I know what's going on the page, I leave that well alone. Stick that in.